Aerostar is a storied aircraft by a renowned designer, but designer Ted Smith always meant for the Aerostar to evolve into a jet. Suitable jet engines simply didn't exist at the time Smith passed away in 1976, but now that they do, the Aerostar jet finally is poised to fulfill its designer's original vision.
Well, this new model is the Aerostar jet. It's a very high-performance airplane. Has about 0.42 pounds of thrust per pound at gross weight. Performance is very spectacular, to say the least. The airplane will go in excess of 400 knots, Mach 0.7 limit. It'll fly at 41,000 feet. For takeoff, you line up on the center line and simply advance the thrust levers to the takeoff position. In about 9 seconds, you'll be at rotation speed, which is 95 knots. You lift the nose, maintain about 10 degrees pitch up. 5 seconds later, you'll retract the gear at 140 knots or less. You transition to 200 knots, pitch the nose up to about 15 degrees, and you should see 3,500 to 5,000 feet a minute, depending on the outside air temperature and the density altitude. But if you set it at the cruise detent, you'll see 400 knots. Fuel burn on the airplane is anywhere between 60 gallons an hour total and 110 gallons an hour, depending on the cruise speed that you selected. Compared to the piston Aerostar, this airplane is actually easier to fly, less demanding. And one of the primary reasons is that we have FADAC engines. There's really nothing for the pilot to do as far as engine management, and that's why it's easier to fly this airplane than any single-engine turboprop, twin turboprop, or high-performance piston engine airplane. It's a fingertip, docile, honest airplane. We're working on certification now, so we're just doing it at the speed that we can afford to do it right now.
Our introduction to the Aerostar jet comes on a perfect flying day at the company's home base in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. The jet is fast, smooth, and quiet, and is delightfully responsive at both high and low airspeeds. The Aerostar was meant to be a very light jet decades before the VLJ category was invented. Dave Hirschman, AOPA Live.